wouldn't like Sebastian if you met him. He is telling you to back off in a nice way. Give it up. You're wasting your time. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the intention behind many of his statements. He's getting stronger and stronger with his statements because he is saying, you still don't understand me. I told you a million times why you shouldn't pay attention to this case. The case that was already dead until Doc the bounty hunter came along. The case was dead. They thought everything is going to be fine. People will now forget about it. Our life will be back to normal minus Sebastian. That's what Chris Proudfoot was thinking. And all of a sudden, all of these people show interest in somebody that he hated, that he wanted out of his house, somebody that he just wanted to get rid of. He wanted this person to not exist. And he does not understand why all of these people are interested in his stepson. This is somebody that he didn't want around. So he is telling you again and again, you don't understand how much of a problem this boy was. If you're talking about something else, he's trying to drive you back, and people just don't have this kind of interest. Really, people just don't have this kind of interest, right? How do you know? He's trying to drive you back to the topic. Absolutely he is. That's what autistic people are known for. That's also why some autistic people are very skilled in a lot of areas. They don't get sidetracked. They have their interests and they like what they like. And when they're interested in something, they're not worried about what am I wearing, or what all the other thoughts, what will happen tomorrow in school, am I prepared for my test. But Sebastian was playing chess, and I'm sure he was intelligent. Katie is highly intelligent compared to most people. Katie is highly intelligent. So Sebastian got some of that, maybe. I think Sebastian probably was highly intelligent. And he probably did beat a lot of grown-ups in chess. He was traumatized in many different ways. From the one case of abuse that I'm aware of, and then the many cases of abuse at the hands of his stepfather, which contributed to what we are about to read more about. At school, he's known for peeing in his pants. I mean, it's a number of things. He's really awkward. Now, he's doubling down on everything. He's thinking, should I say this? Shouldn't I say this? They're still not gonna get it. I need to say more. This is nonsense. Now he wants to hit a home run. At school he's known for peeing in his pants. I mean, it's a number of things. Maybe he said very awkward. Maybe it's really awkward. You can maybe help me determine that. I understood really awkward. I mean, it's a number of things. He's really awkward, or maybe very awkward. What things It's a number of things. Really? Okay, then mention a couple more. You're only mentioning something that sounds very fabricated. Because kids, Minecraft is the most popular game among teenagers. But you're telling me he's into things that most kids talk about, things that he's not into. And he will talk about Minecraft, and most kids don't play the Minecraft. No, that's not true. That's absolutely not true. You see, the intent, ladies and gentlemen, was to paint a picture of Sebastian that will turn you off, that will stop having you interested in the case. He doesn't understand why the case is so interesting to you and me. He's telling you, now let me tell you exactly why you shouldn't be interested at all. At school he's known for peeing in his pants. That's what he's known for. Well, no. The teachers, like Sweetie Pilo said in her segment, that's funny because the teachers seem to remember a lot of other qualities about him. I mean, it's a number of things. Okay, he's really awkward. You see that last sentence? He's hitting it. He knows this is all flaky stuff. He hates Sebastian. Nobody else does except his mother. Kathy Bowersox and Chris Proudfoot seem to be the only ones hating Sebastian. Katie Proudfoot, hatred no, but she allowed everything bad to happen that could have happened to him. So what is worse? If you cannot stand up for your son against somebody who hates him, or the person who actually hates him, I think it's pretty even. I mean, I have, my own thoughts about this. But that's not even important right now. Sebastian is very driven. Yes, he will try to drive you back into his conversation. That's what autistic people are known for doing. And I said before, it's not a bad quality in my opinion. If you're not interested in something, don't fake being interested. Don't waste your time and other people's time and energy. There are enough people in this world that you can connect with based on real interests. And believe me, I know, because I'm very happy to know people who also are into statement analysis. You don't have to be... I hate it when people pretend to be interested in something, and I pick up very quickly on it. And I'm thinking, why are you trying to be polite? That's not polite. You don't offend me by saying I don't care about statement analysis. We would have other interests in common. If I was to meet Sebastian, you see, Minecraft, I'm actually scared of video games because I used to be so into that I'm afraid I get addicted to it. So if I was to meet Sebastian and he talked about Minecraft, I would say, well, what else are you into? Chess? Wow, I love playing chess. We can play for hours and learn from each other. You don't have to pretend to be into something else. Like driven. Yes, it's good to be driven, as long as it's something that doesn't violate other people's space. Because Chris Proudfoot was driven to punishing Sebastian because he forgot to wear a belt. So we need to look out for any type of projection in the language of Chris Proudfoot. He has a tendency to project. And if he thinks that you don't understand something, he will not let go. He will hammer home the same message again and again, that Sebastian was no good and you don't know. That is the idea. The intention detection. He doesn't threaten people anymore, or hasn't done so in a while from what I understand, but you see now with Dog the Bounty Hunter bringing so many new people interested to this case, it's just too much of an army of people for Chris to go against. And the people, most people, they realize what's going on. And it doesn't take a genius to do that. So he's probably in isolation, just like he isolated Sebastian at one point. He's probably not going out of the house much and stuck forever in this case. The life that he thought he was going to have isn't happening, and it will never happen. And another thing I need to also mention, if he goes to prison, the percentage of prisoners who have been abused in whatever type of way is far higher than the percentage of people who have been abused in the general population. Which is why you can rob a bank or do whatever and be forgiven. In prison they don't forgive when you hurt a child. Even if you're a big guy like Chris Proudfoot. Whatever he said about whack beating this